How to find a place to live in London? Good luck to ya. No, don't worry. I'm hopefully gonna give you some tips that will help you to make the search as easy as possible. First things first, you need to figure out what your budget is and what you are looking for. Of course, you need to know how much you are willing to spend on rent. That is going to be huge when you are searching for places to live in, but you also need to know what you're looking for. For example, how many bedrooms do you want? How many bathrooms do you want? Do you need a car park space? Do you need parking on the road? Do you need a garden? What do you need in the flat, and what are the things that you're going to be looking for? That's what you're going to put into the websites that I'm going to talk about in a little bit that will help with your apartment search, and also you might need to be telling agents about it as well. If you're coming to London on your own, it is really expensive to get a place on your own, and it is very, very common to find a room to rent here and to live with complete strangers. So if you want to save money and also maybe get even like a nicer place, then finding just a spare room as opposed to an entire flat is totally okay, and that's what loads of people do. I will talk a little bit more about how to do that in a little bit. Figure out which areas are going to work for you. I have a whole video about how to figure out which areas you should live in London. You can watch that by clicking the card popping up there. In that video, we talk about how to figure out what areas are going to fit your budget, but then also how to find areas that are going to fit what you're looking for. For example, do you want like a nice quiet family area, or do you want a neighborhood that's really lively and has lots of bars and clubs that you can go to? I talk about how to find all of that in that video. Okay, once you've figured out some areas that are gonna work for you, what your budget is, what you're looking for, it's time to start searching for places on London's rental sites. Some really good places to start are websites like Zoopla, Rightmove, and MoveBubble. This is essentially where agencies and landlords will list their open apartments, and you can go on there and put filters on and find places that are going to work for you. If you're looking just for a room, then you'll wanna go onto Spare Room. That's where you can find people who are looking for people to fill rooms in apartments and houses. Anytime that you see a place that you think is gonna be a good fit for you, then you're gonna wanna call the contact information in the listing right away and get a viewing scheduled within the next 24 hours if you can. Places go really fast in London, so you really need to hop on it, and you can't book a viewing in like a week because it will be gone by then. This video is sponsored by Job Today, an app that makes finding a job in London easy and quick. All you do is create a simple profile with your photo, your basic information, and your past experience. There are thousands of job listings on the app, many with immediate start dates. So when you see one that you like, just tap the apply button on the job listing or open up a chat box to speak with the employer and ask them questions. Once you've applied for a role, you'll hear back within 24 hours if they want to speak to you further, or if it's a no, and then you can continue with your job search. Job Today has jobs in sectors like retail, hospitality, and a lot more. So download the app for free and see what's available even if you haven't actually moved to London yet. Get the app by clicking the link down in the description box of this video. Okay, once you've found some places to go see, it is time to actually go see them. It's really important that you do not agree anything until you actually go and view a flat. It might look amazing in the pictures, but you don't know what the deal actually is until you actually go see it. Just to give you an idea, I've had some friends that moved here and they had to give themselves about a month to find a place that worked for them here in London. So give yourself time, and once you move here, you'll be able to figure it out, I promise. Be quick when you want something. So if you've gone around a flat and it looks great and you're like, you know what, I could see myself living here, then you're gonna wanna be quick. Go ahead and let the agent know that you are interested, and you can even put in an offer pending that you're going to do another really thorough sweep of the flat. You don't want to sign or commit to anything until you have a really good look at the nooks and crannies of the flat. Also, you'll want to make sure you talk to anybody else that's going to be living in the apartment if you're going to be doing a flat share. If you can speak to previous tenants, that would be really good too, because then you might be able to get the scoop on a bad landlord, or if there's like a really bad draft in the apartment, stuff that you wouldn't know until you actually lived there. Also, before you agree to anything, make sure you get in writing any repairs or changes that need to be done before you moved in. if you can get it actually put into the contract, that's even better. Sandy from the channel Sandy Makes Sense recently had a really bad experience with moving to a new flat, and she has some really good tips in her video about it, about what you should do before you move into a flat. So you can watch that by clicking the card popping up there, and hopefully you can avoid some of the stuff that she dealt with. Okay, then you're gonna put the offer in, and if it's accepted, they're going to do a background check on you. You'll need to sign some papers, you'll have to pay the deposit and the fees, and that will pretty much be it. Now, before you give a deposit, make sure that the deposit will be going into a deposit protection scheme. If you go through an agency, they should put it into it already, but always make sure that it's going to go into a scheme. Don't just hand money over to a landlord and assume that you'll be getting it back fair and square once you move out. A deposit protection scheme is meant to keep it in escrow so it protects you and also the landlord as well, in case there's any problems. Once all the paperwork is done, everything's signed, then hopefully the next step is to get the keys when it is time for move-in day. Now, things can fall through until you get the keys, unfortunately, but hopefully everything will go through. And once you have the keys and you've moved everything into your flat, then that should hopefully be the end of it, and you can relax and you can breathe, and congratulations, you're a Londoner. This video is part of my Living in London series, so if you want more tips and advice for moving to or living in London, or to hear about my experiences, you can watch one of the videos that are popping up over here.